Hi everybody, my name is Lisa. Welcome to Pressure Crisp. It's starting to get cold out. Fall is here, and what that means to me is I want something warm. So we're making beef stew in the Ninja Foodi today. To start, we're going to turn the Ninja Foodi on. We're going to select sear saute high, and we're just going to hit start. I cheated today. Usually I cut up my own meat, but I ran to the store and I picked up already cut up stew meat. These are good sized chunks. We're going to be using 2.5 pounds of stew meat. Into this meat, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of salt because I was going to do the flour thing, but I think at the end I'm going to use a brown gravy mixture. So I don't want to add too much salt. I can always add more salt. I can't take it away. And we're going to do some fresh ground black pepper on this meat. Just going to take my hands, we're just going to mix it up just a bit. So that's been warming up for a bit. I'm just going to take some avocado oil, and I'm just going to spray the pot. I'm going to probably take half this mixture. Well, it's not a mixture. I'm going to take half the meat, because I don't want to overcrowd it. I want to get a little bit of brownage on this meat. Now, like I said, you can actually take like about 3 tablespoons of flour and coat the meat. I'm not doing that. That's going to be your thickening agent. I'm going to use a gravy mixture at the end to thicken up the stew. Now, what we're trying to do here, we're just trying to get a little bit of brownage on this meat because more brownage equals more flavor. We're going to turn over this meat. Look at that. We got nice color on that. Let's turn over every piece. We got some color on this meat. Just going to take it out and put it in a bowl. You can spray a little bit more oil in there if you think you need it. Little squirts. We're going to take the rest of it, just put it in there. Alright, just going to turn this meat over like we did the last batch. Alright, we like the way this beef is looking. Just spinning it around to get those brown bits up off the bottom. I'll take it out. Now you can do all sides. I'm just doing the 2 sides on the stew beef. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 large onion that's been diced. And I'm also adding a little bit of celery. This is like 1 celery stalk. A little bit of black pepper. Like I said, I'm not going to add any salt. Just going to use the tongs. This is just going to help get all the brown bits of goodness up off the bottom. And we're just going to sweat these. We're going to sweat these veg anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. So they've been cooking for about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add the meat back to the bowl. Just going to separate it out. I am going to go ahead and stop the sear saute function. I'm going to add 3 cups of beef broth. I am going to add cloves of minced garlic. 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. This is 4 carrots cut up into chunks. I'm just going to add a few sprinklings, probably a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add about 1 pound of potatoes, like might be a bit over. They're like that size right there. I'm using russets today because that's the only thing I had in the house. And you can go ahead and add, I'm just doing it plain today. You can add like a tablespoon or 2 of tomato paste just to give it that tomato undertone. We're going to go ahead and put our pressure lid on. Make sure it's set to seal in the back. We're going to select function. We're going to we're going to pressure high. The time, we're going to up this to 25 minutes and we're going to hit start. We have 5 seconds left on the clock, and now we're going to do a quick release. There we go. We're just waiting for that pin to drop in the back, and already we're up to 4 minutes and 25 seconds for this to do a quick release. That just dropped, so it's safe to take the cover off. Once again, open this away from you and just watch out for the dripping water. I am going to take some of this liquid, like a scoop of this liquid. I'm going to pour it into, just using my Anchor Hocking glass container. And we're going to mix gravy mix into that. But let me just drop peas in. I usually add a cup of peas, but my father's not too fond of them. So I'm just putting these in just for a little bit of color. So we're on the keep warm function. I am going to hit function. I want to turn it to sear saute. It defaults to high. So I'm going to turn that on high. And we're using just a brown gravy dry mix. I'm going to go ahead and add one. I'm thinking maybe we'll just do 2.5 tablespoons. And we're just going to whisk this up just like that. This is what's going to thicken and also flavor. That's why I didn't use so much salt in the beginning. This is rapidly coming to a boil. So I do want to pour this mixture right in there. And I don't want to stir this too much because these russet potatoes are just going to fall apart. I prefer to use like a Yukon Gold, but I'm just using whatever I have in the house. And we're just thickening this up. Now we'll let this boil. We're going to see where we are because you can always add more of the gravy mix. So now we're coming to a boil. We're going to let this boil for about a minute. I'll be able to tell, but something tells me I might have to add more of the gravy mix. So I did take a little bit of the broth out and I added some of the gravy mix, and notice how that thickened up. I'm just going to add half of this mixture. That's probably like another tablespoon of gravy mix. Now we're thickening up, I can tell. Beautiful. We're getting really good color. And some of those potatoes will break up. It'll just help thicken it as well. So this has been bubbling away for a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the Ninja Foodi off. I am going to taste test this before we do that taste test. Now this is going to be very hot. And those peas should be done just by this action. Wow, hot. Delicious. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to take this out of here because it's bubbling away. We're going to dish it up and do that taste test. All right, let's dish this up. This looks amazing. Look at that. Is that all I'm talking about? Holy mackerel. Now I'm going to get around and make some biscuits. Biscuits, biscuits, and more biscuits. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Stew. Perfect for tonight. It's just starting to get dark. And this is going to be, yeah, a nice hearty warm meal tonight. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. I do want to show you the beef. You just cut it with a spoon. Just like that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but let's give this a bite. Let's check the carrot. Carrots are perfect. They're not mushy. This is going to be hot, so trying a carrot first. Really good. Carrot's not mushy. Perfect. And let's try a piece of the beef. I want the biscuit with it. I got to make the biscuits. Yeah, I got to make some biscuits. Hot. Oh my God. Meat is perfect. This stew is delicious. Yes. Using the gravy mix, it does make it just a tad bit, I wouldn't say I like it, but I would say it's a tad bit salty. Go back to the beginning, I wouldn't put any salt on the meat. None whatsoever. And if you can, use a low salt beef stock. Next time I make this, I'll go down to the basement, get some of my homemade beef broth that I made, that I jarred up, canned up, pressure canned up. I'll use that next time because there's absolutely no salt in that at all. So, but delicious. Oh, I didn't try the potato. Yeah, I wish I had Yukons in the house, but I had russets, so I used them. Just got to be gentle. This is going to be perfect tonight. My father, I just pointed downstairs and looked downstairs. My father's going to love this. I'm going to bring this down to him. I'm actually going to go down there and, where is it? I know I'm doing another cheat tonight, but I just wanted something quick for him. So I am making these Bisquick cheese garlic biscuits. Trust me, it's $1 a bag and pre-measured. The only thing you have to add is water. And these are so good, so good. So thanks everybody for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Take care. Thanks.